Hello, everybody. How you doing? We're here. It is, I believe it's 8:30 Eastern time. It's 2:30 in the afternoon here in Munich, Germany. Welcome one, welcome all to the channel called Stock Markets with Bruce. I'm your host, Uncle Bruce, on the road with Auntie Jen.
Welcome one, welcome all to the.
Here we go. On the road with Auntie Jen across parts of Europe. And we've been having a wonderful time, really enjoying it, finding it most interesting. It's kind of cool when you travel. You see, different kinds of people and different places and different ways of people doing things and all that good stuff. A lot of bikes in Munich and Berlin, but really Amsterdam is the king of bicycles. My goodness, they're everywhere. It's just amazing how casual it is with regards to bicycles. Just everybody drives them, and it's not a big deal. And in Amsterdam, it's quite common for friends to be pedaling into work together, and they're just side by side driving along the bike paths, talking to each other, just as if they were in a car together. They're just pedaling. So natural, so normal, not a big deal. In North America, it's like, are you taking your life in your hands to go to work in your bike? What are you, nuts? You gotta be kidding me. And of course, anyone over the age of, 40 or 45, you just don't see North Americans in great numbers doing that. Here, oh my goodness, seeing a 55, 60-year-old woman going to work on a bike, you don't think anything of it. No one even glances, not even a second glance. It's amazing. Here it's from kids all the way up to seniors riding bikes. But then again, if you have to pay $2.50 a liter, euros, 250 euros a liter, that's like $2.60 a gallon, $2.70 a US, $2.70 US a liter, I should say, times 3.7 liters for a gallon. You're approaching $10 a gallon, and there are a lot of people, driving vehicles here. They're feeling it, but then again, they've always been in the $7-8 range anyway. That's been normal here. So to go to 10 is more, but not double. But in America, approaching $5 a gallon now on an average. In some places in the U.S., $6 and $7 a gallon. These are prices that are kind of double what they were a year ago, and that is a shock to the system. And so I am sure there are a number of U.S. Canadian viewers of mine who are undoubtedly seriously considering their future when it comes to a vehicle. What am I going to do? Am I going to keep this vehicle with this big engine or not? We're also waiting for info with regard to the inflation rate. Now, I see the headline showing U.S. inflation reached a four-decade high of 8.6% in May. And that might be a little higher than what we were anticipating, perhaps. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure if this is what we were thinking. I was thinking 8.3. I thought 8.3% would be the number. I'm showing the Dow Jones index right now, pre-market, around negative 30. We were lower than this, about 70 points lower than this not too long ago. Wondering if this is going to take an effect here as we go along here. Right now, the NASDAQ index is holding its own. It's up 35 points. Hasn't really given anything up here. The Dow down, like I said, 39. We were at 528, which obviously is 3 hours ago. We were at 32,129. Right now we're at 32,207. So we're 70 points better than the low of the morning. But at the moment, we just seem to be off 33 points on the Dow. I don't know if the the market players are too worried about this. Let's take a look at interest rates just for fun. Here we go. We have action here. The 10-year U.S. Treasury is showing 3.069, almost 3.07% for its interest rate, and that is higher. This morning's low was about 3.02. Now we're at 3.07, so that is going higher. And in Germany right now, it was at its low of the morning a little while ago. It looked like the Germany, the German 10-year had been around this 1.4 level. It's now 1.43 level, 1.43% for a 10-year German note. Well, it took a higher shot and it's backed off a little bit. We'll watch for this. Very sensitive right here, these markets, especially these interest markets, these bond markets. The euro is definitely under pressure. It's down to 105.48. So that's off a penny from yesterday, day and a half, 2 days ago. The pound is right now at 124. And the British pound was 125, 126 a couple of days ago. So we lost a little ground. The Japanese yen definitely has been going lower. It was 129, 130 just last week. It's now 134. So it takes 134 yen to buy a US dollar. The higher that goes, the lower the value of the yen is. Now, that's good in a way and bad in a way. It means that Japanese goods into America are cheaper. US exports to Japan are more expensive. That's the bad part, because Japanese are going to find American goods going up in price, and Americans are going to find that Japanese goods, or American distributors are going to find Japanese goods coming in or holding their own. That could be good for inflation. We'll see how this all plays out. Okay, 3.06 on the 10-year and 1.42 on the German 10-year. Okay, so futures, back to those. The Dow is down 18 points, not getting hurt too much. S&P's up 4, NASDAQ up 41. I was mentioning on the Gold Bagel member trade alert broadcast that I do every day when the markets are open, before I even do this show. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you have exclusive access to those. And in that broadcast, I mentioned that I just got the impression that the market wants to go higher, that stocks wanted to go up today because we've had 2 down days in a row. 260-point drop 2 days ago, 600 something yesterday. It's 900 odd points on the down dip. The markets might want a little relief rally of some kind, partial recovery. It is Friday. I don't know. But with this news coming out and the way this market is, going, the question is, will the CPI results, will this hurt the markets today, or help them, or make absolutely no difference? Because I think a lot of hedge funds, pension funds, mutual funds, a lot of money managers have been saying, we're expecting this. We weren't expecting 4% inflation this month. We weren't expecting 12%. We're kind of expecting the same number that we've been kind of dealing with here for the last little while. So 8.5% would be kind of what we thought. If it was over 9, we'd be shocked that it was over 9. If it was under 7, we'd be pleasantly surprised and shocked. But at 8.5, we're getting what we've been kind of told to get. And here it is. So maybe there isn't going to be much of a difference in how the markets handle this and accept this this market. That might be what we're up to right now. We're down 22 on the Dow, and we don't seem to be gyrating in a violent way anywhere at all. We'll see how this goes as the morning progresses. Will the market begin to worry about it and fret about it as the day goes on? But so far, nothing. Welcome to Option Expiry Friday, everybody. Gamestop is 129, up 2 cents. We've been sitting around 128.5 almost all morning here. 8,400 volume. It's a nothing burger. We got nothing going on volume. And this is telling me, if we don't even trade 50,000 by the time we open for trading today, and it doesn't look like we will, we're going down. We're going lower. I mean, there's just not enough interest in trading the stock for this thing to even hold these prices. But right now it's 129, and that's what we see. Other stocks we like to watch and follow. What I see right now is Rocket Lab up 4 cents. I got SoFi up a penny. GameStop down now 35 cents at 128.50. A little change there. We got AMC down 6 cents. Matterport 458 last the pre-market, up 7 cents. 23andMe down a nickel at 214. That is getting close for 23andMe to all-time low territory. Actually, that is getting close on ME. I'm just going to double check this on my slick little phone here. Pop that over there and slide. Yeah, the all-time low on 23andMe has been $2.15. We're trading in the pre-market right now at 214. So this is an all-time low if we were to open in 40 minutes or so, 50 minutes or so at this point. Spire Global unchanged at 158. I have no changes, no trades to report on ATIP, SmartRent, or Cyxtera. I do see Apple up 68 cents. And this is what I was kind of thinking about earlier today. We lost 532 yesterday on Apple stock, and we're up 66 cents right now. This is where I'm getting the vibe that the market would like a little relief rally here to just kind of, it's a dead cat bounce maybe. Maybe it's a 10-20% correction from the lows of yesterday. Because in the last hour yesterday, we lost most of this 600-point drop we got. And I kind of get the impression that Apple could go up $1 to start the day, the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Can it hold it is the question. IBM was down 287. Microsoft was down 560 last night. Apple was down 530. Goldman was down $10.40. These stocks, to me, could have a bit of a bounce this morning. Now, I see Apple up 60. I see Goldman down $1.20, so nothing there. Cisco up 20 cents. Tesla up 380. Microsoft up $1.50. So there's, a little bit of a sign there of a possible improvement, but we have to really see how these markets want to react. Now, all of a sudden, we do see a drop. And we're looking at the Dow right now off 300 points. This is in 2 minutes. We were sitting at 32,214. And we're now at 31,928. We have just had a brutal sell-off in the futures market. I've got S&P down 44 points, and it was sitting at 4,018. It's now 39.71, so it's backed off. NASDAQ, it too has gone down. It's down 180 as well. So all three indexes have just had a serious drop off. Somebody must have said something somewhere, but what I can tell you, the NASDAQ is the worst performer, down 1.4%, almost 1.5. S&P down 1.1, and the Dow off 0.89. So forget about the idea that the market is going to try to open up a little bit on the day. It doesn't look like that's the possible scenario anymore. Now the question is, well, how bad will the opening be? Funny enough, though, Apple is 56 cents higher on the pre-market. It is not dropping as the Dow is dropping. Dow is down 308 points now, 0.96, and Apple is sitting at 143.24, up 60 cents on the morning. Kind of weird how this some of these stocks just are not playing ball with these indexes. Microsoft still up $1.50, has not really backed off all that much. 266.30. I guess we were a little higher, but this is not a serious pullback like the Dow has pulled off 1% here. The Dow's now down a point, S&P down 1.2%, and NASDAQ 1.8. Kind of a weird thing. Somebody said something, but somewhere. Somebody sits on Microsoft now up 114, slowly coming on with this market pullback. I guess rather interesting. Okay. Nasdaq down 198, 1.6%. S&P down 57, down 1.4. The Dow 363 lower, 1.1%. Crude oil has not gone down, 71 cents higher a barrel. Interesting how that is going. All right. The World Health Organization reverses stance. This is a headline. Reverses stance to recommend deeper probe of coronavirus origins in China. China says lab leak theory is a lie. And so the World Health Organization reverses stance, and they are going to recommend a deeper probe of the coronavirus origins in China. So now the question is, was this an intentional breach of security at the Chinese lab where the coronavirus was being studied, and was it intentionally released into the public by somebody? That is the question. Maybe that's affecting the market. I don't know. I can't tell you. Isn't that something? Anyway, there you have it. Yeah, baby. You have to wonder how much further this market can drop, even with great companies. What I did also read this morning, I caught this several hours ago, that some market prognosticators are saying that the Dow has to reach 30,000 or lower to complete its correction before we can see a recovery. And again, this might be over weeks or months over the next year. The Dow is at 31,900 right now. So that would mean a 2,000 point drop from here before we complete any kind of correction. That's another 6% from this level. Question is that really expected? Would that really happen? I don't know. We'll see. And I'm just checking on headlines on Wall Street Journal. I see no specific headline that comes out of nowhere to create or cause the markets this kind of a pullback. The U.S. 10-year is still 304. Germany 1.40. They're actually moderate. 105.5 on euro, 124 on the pound. Nothing there. I'm still showing down 267 on the Dow, S&P down 45. I still show that. Let me check out one other thing here. I'm just checking some headlines, folks, on some other publications. And no, that the New York Times doesn't have anything on its front page to create this sudden move in the market. I've been looking for, and I was wondering about any kind of a headline internationally that would cause the market to immediately drop like it did, and I can't find anything at this point. So, we're just trying to figure it out together, folks. Yep, at the moment the bulletin on MarketWatch says, need to know stock market takes a violent turn for the worse after inflation data. We had it out for 10 minutes before the market took its dump. So I don't know why it took so long. No idea. Anyway, the Dow now down 280, S&P down 42, Nasdaq down 174. The Nasdaq down 1.38%. It's a bit better. S&P down 1.05, the Dow down 0.86. These markets are improving a little bit. Oil still up 63 cents a barrel in West Texas. Okay. Barron's headline just came across, says, this is interesting, Netflix stock has lost 2/3 of its value. Now Goldman Sachs says sell. Well, thanks, Goldman, for being on top of that. Really appreciate that. You guys, can you let us know how many hundreds of thousands of dollars a year that analyst of yours is being paid for this breaking economic story. I'll tell you something. If I were 20 years younger, I'd want that job. Because it looks to me like I don't have to be very good at it to justify that kind of money. And I could be mediocre at something and take the money. Man, crazy. Like, hello. Haven't we been talking about what that thing's been doing for months now? I mean, geez. What does it take? I don't know. There used to be a time that you had to be good at your job to hold on to these, positions. At least I thought so. Anyway, thank you for the 71 thumbs ups, everybody. I appreciate those already, despite our market activities. Okay, we're now showing some negative numbers finally. We've been waiting for some negative stock numbers to justify these markets. We're down 4 cents on Rocket Lab, 9 cents lower on SoFi, down 277 on Gamestop at 126.21. We're down 27 cents on AMC. We're off 7 on 23andMe. We're down $2.16 on Apple, down $3.33 on Goldman, Cisco down 44 cents, Tesla down 16 bucks, Microsoft down 371. Okay, Pfizer off 15 cents, Hewlett Packard down 27. There's some numbers that make sense, considering that the Dow Jones is still showing a 216-point drop to this point in time. S&P down 35 and NASDAQ showing a 144 drop, 1.17%. Partial recoveries have been coming on here so far. The markets are not as low as they were. The Dow looks like it bottomed out at 31,960. It's now 3209. So about a 50 point recovery on the Dow to this point. We'll see if this continues. Okay, this World Health Organization headline. Interesting. It says here this headline, a sub-headline regarding World Health Organization reversing a deeper probe into China. A trio of U.S. tourist destinations are seeing the highest COVID cases in the latest sign the pandemic is not over. And the World Health Organization is now recommending a deeper probe into whether it was caused by an accident in a laboratory in China. This is after 6.3 million deaths worldwide. Interesting. In a report released Thursday, the World Health Organization expert said key pieces of data to explain how the pandemic began were still missing. The scientists said the group would remain open to any and all scientific evidence that becomes available in the future to allow for comprehensive testing of all reasonable hypotheses. Okay. Investigations by the Associated Press found that some top World Health Organization insiders were frustrated by China during the initial outbreak, even as the World Health Organization heaped praise on Chinese President Xi Jinping. They were also upset over how China sought to clamp down on research into the origins of COVID-19. Okay, let's see. China responded Friday by calling the lab leak theory a politically motivated lie. The AP reported, Associated Press. The Foreign Ministry spokesperson rejected accusations that China had not fully cooperated with investigators, saying it welcomed a science-based probe but rejected any political manipulation. Okay. The news comes as COVID cases are spreading fastest in 3 key warm weather tourist destinations in the United States. Miami-Dade County in Florida, Honolulu County in Hawaii, and San Juan in Puerto Rico are currently averaging at least 85 new cases a day per 100,000 residents, and positivity rates exceed 20%, the New York Times reported, citing data from its own database. That compares to with 34 new cases on average for the entire USA per 100,000 residents. So 34 versus 85. So that's pretty high. Pandemic is not yet over. U.S. cases are averaging 109,875 a day, unchanged from 2 weeks ago at the moment. Well, we'll see what's going on here. More and more news coming out all the time. The Dow right now holding a 227 loss approximately. We've got S&P down 35.5. We've got NASDAQ down 142. The NASDAQ down 1.1%, S&P down 0.8, and the Dow 0.86. And that's the story right now on this this market move as we go through here. All right. Rising rents, gas, and food prices push U.S. inflation rate to 8.6. CPI shows. And Dow futures headline: Dow futures drop over 300 points after hotter than expected 8.6% May CPI jump. That's the story there. Okay. There you go. There's where it's where I'm sitting on. It's what I'm reading. I gotta wonder. Okay. 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 What else is going on here? Hang on. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. Appreciate those as always. And Vilbus, I have daydreams about all of our absurd U.S. highways all of a sudden having zero cars and being full of cyclists instead. Would be fun to bike the huge highway interchanges. Goodness. Yeah. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Welcome all. SoFi CEO says they want to be in the top 10 for financial institutions in the next 5 to 10 years. Capital One is number 10 right now with a market cap of $380 billion. Yowza, that would make all of us happy. When you think about that, SoFi, the market cap on SoFi right now is $4.8 billion. And the number 10 company is $380 billion. SoFi has a ways to go to catch up to those guys. That would be fine by me too. Can imagine now, why is it that Mr. Moto, CEO, is pouring every dime he makes, it seems, into stock of SoFi. He's just buying every single share he can possibly buy, and he's filing insider trading reports. I bought more stock. I bought more stock. I bought more stock. Because, of course, to go from about $5 billion to go to $380 billion, that would be a 70-something time increase in value of the company. If these shares were 70 times more valuable than they are now at $6.11 a share, we're talking $480 a share. Can you imagine why he'd be buying it at $6.11 like crazy? I get it. There you go. Anyway. Anyway, there it is. What else? I'm seeing Apple at 140.80, Bruce says, Michael. I see Apple under pressure right now. We've got, let me take a peek here at my watch list. Yeah, Apple at the moment is 140.99, down 170 exactly. And good morning from everybody. Hello, everyone. Let's go. Happy Friday, Larry Titus is saying, I'm number 65. It cost me $60, says Austin, to fill up a RAV with a 4-cylinder engine. Yeah, no kidding. Isn't that something? I remember when I was a lot younger. I remember I was in my late teens. I didn't own a car. Of course, my dad had vehicles for the store, but I didn't get my driver's license till I was 19. But I remember at age 17, buddies of mine had cars, and we had one buddy of ours who had left high school. I think he had only gone till grade 10, and then he became a what's known as an arc welder. And I guess as opposed to being just a welder, he was an arc welder. He was working at a factory in our hometown in Kitchener-Waterloo, Ontario. He was working for a company that produced car parts for the big three. And so he had a unionized job being an arc welder, and that gave him bonus money over and above the regular factory workers. This is going back 50 plus years, kids. So a lot of you weren't even born when this was going on. But I remember this because at age 17, he could afford to buy a brand new car. He was driving at the time a pretty sporty looking Ford Torino with a 350 V8 engine. But he would work Monday to Friday, and I and my pals were still in late high school, finishing off high school, and we would get together on a Saturday night or something, and he would love to just pick us all up at our houses. He'd just come by in his fancy car. We thought fancy Ford Torino. We'd hop into his hot car, and we'd go out, and we'd each kick in a couple of bucks towards gas, because after all, he was providing the car. Not that he needed the gas money, because he was, like I said, doing rather well. Those are the days where union jobs paid very well. But I remember each of us would kick in $2 or $3 towards his gas. And so we'd go to a gas station, and there'd be four of us, and we'd give him like 10, 11, $12. And he'd put in, at 60 cents a gallon, 20 gallons. Even though the thing only got 15 miles to the gallon, we had 300 miles of range, man. So he could start from the red light to a green light and floor it, and just let the fuel spew out the tailpipe as he was letting the engine rev up. He was having a great old time. But those are the last of the good old days for a certain segment of the society in which we live, because a few years after that, prices kept rising, and interest rates kept rising, and eventually those union type jobs that he had, although he was a specialty guy, he lasted a long time with a good union paying gig. But something tells me within 10 to 15 years, by the time he hit his early 30s, he would have still been able to work as an arc welder, but likely for firms that were not associated with the big three making car parts anymore, because those jobs would have been automated by some kind of a robot, or the parts that were being made at the plant that he used to work at were now being made offshore and were not being made in North America anymore. And they would be imported maybe from Mexico or elsewhere. But he would have found a job elsewhere. But, oh, yeah, I remember $2 towards gas. You remember those days? Oh, my gosh. Crazy. Christina saying, I'm still not locked into my interest rate for the house I'm buying that's being built right now. Their quote on a VA 30-year fixed is 5%. Yeah, man, that's 93% of the loan by the end of the 30 years. Wow. Let's see here. Bama Babe, yep, COVID is alive and well. I can vouch for that because she's got it. Now you know. And Alberto, I flip properties in the upstate New York area, and this is not the time to buy unless it's a cash deal. I have several offers, but if I had to use a bank, I wouldn't be a player right now. Interesting stuff. Main warehouse guy at my wife's work called out today with COVID symptoms, says Vilbus. Crazy. Let's see. What else is going on here? Oh, pedal to the metal with my dad's Plymouth. Those were the days. Yeah, I remember. Oh gosh, I remember a friend of mine would be allowed occasionally to take mom's car out for Friday night, and she had something like some kind of a Chrysler product with a 380 V8 in there. And oh, could that thing haul butt? Oh my God, but burn gas. Oh gosh, could it burn gas? Austin, my brother-in-law owns an upscale event center and tasting room. He says business has fallen off. He's a little concerned. Higher end stuff. Yeah, this is it. FX, $1,000 or so to fill up a farm tractor every other day. Insanity. Wow, that's scary stuff. 200 gallons. Just think about that. You're a trucker. You're putting in 150, 200 gallons into your truck at $5 a gallon. You are dropping some serious money there. No kidding. 125.75 on GameStop, I'm showing right now in the pre-market, down 323. We've got the Dow right now down 393 in the pre-market. And we have S&P down 56, and we have NASDAQ down 199. So the NASDAQ is off 1.6%, S&P down 1.4, and the Dow down 1.23. So those markets are all dropping again. So 125.34 now on GameStop. Yeah, this is not good. Not good stuff. Very interesting to see what's going on here. Vilbus, I managed to pay off $100,000 in student loans in less than 8 years, mostly working at a nonprofit. That felt so good. I knew I was stuck for a long time if I paid the minimum payment. So get rid of it, get it out of your life, and move on. Right on. Let's take a look at the watch list here. I'm going to take a look at quotes, pre-market quotes, just to get a handle on some of our favorites. Right now, I am showing Rocket Lab down 5 cents. 23 minutes to go till we open. I got SoFi down 11, GameStop down 361, AMC down 34 cents, Matterport down a penny, 23andMe down 6, 213. That's new all-time low. Spire down 3 cents. I don't have any trades on ATIP, SmartRent, or Sextera. Apple down 243 to 140.21. I've got Goldman down 448. I have Cisco down 40 cents. I got Tesla down 18.50. I've got Arc Innovation 141 lower. Microsoft down 375. A Bed Bath Beyond down 8 cents. Pfizer down 22 cents. HP down 42. Carvana down 77, and Twitter down 19 cents. There you have it. And what else is going on? Yep, hotter than expected. 8.6% May CPI jump is causing the markets to drop. The Dow off 411 points. That means in 3 days, from Wednesday, Thursday, and now pre-market Friday, we're off over 1,200 Dow points at this moment in time. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look over here at a couple of other things here. Quick peek at interest rates. The U.S. 10-year showing 3.064. That is higher again. Got Germany now showing 1.42, near the high of the last several hours of session. Italy at 3.6. Spain at 2.6. That's up. The UK 2.32. Right here. Currencies on the euro getting hammered, 105.41. The euro just early this morning was 106.39. We've lost a full penny from this morning's early quote on the euro against the US dollar. The yen is at 133.87. That's down. And the pound at 124.04. It was at 125.10. It's off a penny as well. These are huge moves in foreign currency moves right now. So this inflation number is scaring off a bunch of players in the currency markets, because their attitude is, If the US inflation rate is truly at 8.6, we know that the Federal Reserve of the United States will raise rates a half a point every month for several more months, putting more pressure on our currencies and our bonds at the same time, which means people are going to sell foreign currencies and buy American dollars, buying American 10-year treasuries. Because after all, if the US 10-year is paying 3.7 versus 2.9 like it was last week, they're going to take the 3.07 interest rate annualized. They're going to take the higher interest rate. That is having an effect on currencies right now. All right, futures, the Dow down 468, which is odd because the futures of the Dow is based on the 30 Dow stocks, which are trading in US money. They trade in US currency. You would think that with the foreigners out there wanting to protect their currencies, they would be buying Dow 30 stocks. After all, they're priced in American dollars. That's one thought. But the other side of the argument is, yeah, Bruce, but hey, if we're at 8.6% inflation and we're going to go up a half a point a month on the Federal Reserve rate, which causes interest rates to go higher, which will cause borrowing costs for business to go higher, that could hurt stocks. But then I hear a voice saying, but Bruce, weren't you telling us just yesterday how strong the balance sheets are for Apple and for Microsoft? These corporations in America have got fortress-like balance sheets. They're drowning in cash. They have very little debt. The debt they have is to literally borrow money against money they have offshore, so they don't have to repatriate it, pay tax on it. They're carrying loans like Apple is carrying debt at 0.5%, 1%, 1.5%. It's a nothing burger. Why would these stocks go down then? And the answer is because it's not Apple that the investors are worried about when they talk about the idea of selling Apple stock or buying Apple stock or investing in Apple stock. They're worried about Apple's customers. There's the problem. And so you have Apple, you have General Motors, you've got Ford, you've got Microsoft, you have Google, you have all kinds of corporations out there who are, in the case of the Dow 30, just going with those guys, very strong financially. The problem is that they're dealing with the other S&P 500 companies as customers, and they're dealing with 3,000 Russell companies as customers, and they're dealing with you and I, average people. Apple counts on us to buy the new version of this and the new version of the big ass iPad or the MacBook Pro. Apple needs us to buy their merchandise. Well, what did we hear the other day from Apple? Was it last week on their big presentation, or was it Monday? I can't remember. Talking about buy now, pay later. Remember that term? That term keeps coming back up. And it is aimed not at corporations. That is aimed at individuals. And so Apple and Microsoft and of course our friends at eBay and Shopify and Amazon and any online outfit, more and more and more online sellers are using the gimmick of trying to get customers to buy their goods from them on a buy now, pay later program. It's an installment payment type of deal. Make your dollars stretch over time to keep the sales up. And this is why the shares in Dow 30 stocks and in S&P 500 and on NASDAQ 100 drop on days like today when inflation rates get announced as being higher than projected or higher than expected. Interest rates are going to go up. Cost of money, cost of business, which is going to affect the lowest denominator, the hardest, the quickest. So the first folks to feel it aren't the poor, because the poor can't get credit anyway. They don't have credit. The poor are already in a cash society. We're talking about the lower middle class. These folks, which make up a huge percentage of the G20 consumer base, are finding that their cost of living is rising dramatically, and they don't have the means with which to combat it. We have read and we are aware that corporate America is paying their employees more money now than a year ago. It's an average of 6% more have been the raises across the board. Problem is 8.6 inflation rate, which means you got a 6% raise from your employer, you are still losing to the inflation rate at 2.6%. You're only being covered for 70% of the inflation cost. The rest is out of your butt. And remember, you got a bump in pay from your employer. You know what you're paying more of too? Taxes. You're paying more in taxes because you're getting more money. You're getting more gross money, which means your deductions are just going to be right there. You have to pay the increased cost of living off of your net income. And for some of you out there, from time to time, you may find that your pay raise of 4%, 6, 8 might put you into a higher tax bracket because you have broken a threshold of taxation. A certain number that comes to you puts you into a higher bracket by 1 or 2 or 3 percentage points more. Now you're paying a higher income tax rate than you were before. You're losing even more. And is it any wonder why so many Canadians, Americans, and others are saying to their bosses, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I am leaving the job with you and your company, and I'm going to create my own private consulting company, and I'm going to then offer my services perhaps to you, perhaps not to you. It all depends on the relationship. But I'm going to promote my services, the kind of work I've been doing with your company for 20 years. I'm going to offer it somewhere else to the outside world. And I don't have to worry about offering it to my hometown employers. I don't have to worry about that. I can offer my services that are global in nature to worldwide potential clients. Now, this, of course, might require some of you to seek the services of a, let's say, a headhunter or a career finder, LinkedIn and other online services to find the work. But you're going to be charging now the kind of rates that a temp agency would charge if you were part of their stable of employees. So think about, if you were to be a bookkeeper working for ABC Placement Company, and ABC Placement Company puts you into a firm that needs someone for 6 months for maternity leave, what they would charge that company would be far, far more than what you would ever get, and more than what they're paying their existing employee. But now that you are the self-employed consulting person, you're going to charge what the agency has been charging for this talent. And that means, hopefully, you're not making 5 or 7 or 10% more in hourly money when, from the job you just quit. No, you're making double and a half, a lot more, because you're taking the agency rate as a corporation, because it's your corporation that is hiring out you, in effect, for the gig. And so I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that many of you out there who watch me on a regular basis are able to now to defeat the inflation monster by becoming self-employed corporate entities on your own with corporate write-offs, overheads, and everything else, and you're only paying tax on earnings you actually take from your own entity after deductions have been allowed, because right now you're not allowed deductions as an employee of a firm. So the good news is, even if you could only earn for your corporation what you earn now as a gross paycheck at your employer, you could probably write off a third to half of your income for legitimate write-off expenses, and you would be able to keep all of that capital as tax-free income to take care of your bills, some of your overheads, your internet charges, new computer, printer, ink supplies, whatever. and then you will only pay tax on a net amount that might only be 70% or 60% of what you're actually generating. In theory, if your boss came to you today and said, hey, listen, we know that we pay you $60,000 a year and you're taxed at $60,000 a year, but we've made a deal with the IRS that allows us to now pay you $60,000 a year, but you only have to pay tax on $42,000 of it. The first $28,000 or $18,000 you make is tax free, and after that you only pay tax. Wouldn't that be a better deal for you? Yeah, it would, because a one-third tax rate on 18 grand, that's 6 grand in your pocket, 500 a month more in your pocket, and you can get a raise. You just got a tax break. If you can just do that by being self-employed, you're already ahead. But it's almost impossible to go self-employed and not make more money. It is very easy to generate more gross revenue as a self-employed individual than as a salaried one, because again, the firm doesn't have to put you on their dental plan, their retirement plan, this plan, that plan. You're able to charge 50% more easily for the fact that they only have to send you a check every month for X amount of money. And if you can bring in 50% more cash, and a third of everything you bring in is legitimate, it's legitimately write-offable, you're only paying tax now on 2/3 of what you're bringing in. You should be way ahead of the curve. But anyway, inflation 8.6 is having its effect, isn't it? We're down 433 on the Dow. We're down 61 on the S&P. We're down 208 on NASDAQ. Crude oil unchanged right now. Fed funds futures traders see roughly a 31% chance that a 75 basis point hike in July could happen instead of a 19% rating earlier. So about a third of the participants in the futures game, they think that the rate hike will be more than a 0.5 percentage point. That's bad for stocks. That's bad for the perception of stocks. When talk like that starts to surface, that's not good for the stock market. Might only be a temporary thing. It could be for a few weeks. Not that this is cut in stone and it's going to happen. It's just talk. But the Fed has already made it pretty clear. They're looking at 0.5 point every month for several months in a row. And they've already done one, and they're going to do another one this month. So get ready for that. All right, there you go. I get a laughable 3% raise every year. I am primed for a promotion, though. Yeah, well, that is an insult. It's not laughable. That is an insult to your abilities. They're giving you pay cuts every year. They're not helping you out. They're penalizing you for not being important enough to be given a raise above inflation. This is what business says to their employees in a kind of a unofficial way. There's unwritten rules in baseball. This is an unwritten rule in business. When your employer will only give you a raise when you ask for one, or will only give you a raise that is 2 or 3 percentage points, and they will not give you a raise that is even equal to inflation. They never give out raises across the board to people above inflation. Then they are in effect saying to you in a roundabout way, we don't think you'll quit if we undercut you. We think we can get away with it because you are either too afraid to come to us and demand more money, and that's a lot of it, or you just haven't got the motivation to go out there and change jobs. You're so happy here, and you're comfortable here, and so we're going to make you pay us to work for us. And the way we do that is we bring you in, and then we don't give you big fat raises, and we just kind of keep you around, and we suck you dry for as long as we can without replacing you. And what you'll find eventually, sooner or later, you check around with other friends of yours in the operation, the company, and you'll find that new people being hired are being brought in for substantially more money than you're being paid, and you're the most experienced one they got, or one of the top 25% most experienced employees, and you're way underpaid what the new kids are getting. And now there's another flat out slap in the face the Will Smith slap in the face reality that they don't respect you as an individual, and they don't respect what you deliver to the company, and they think they can replace you if you walk, or they're intimating it anyway. So there you go. I'm just saying, what can I say? GME, darling, that's the way. Keep going down, says Beach Boy. 126 last trade on the pre-market. We got 5 minutes to go before we open. We're down 298 right now. Going to keep an eye on this, as we always do. Inflation's hard for people on fixed incomes. That's right. Let's see. Big B, Uncle Bruce, I'm just checking in. Consumed any good sausage, schnitzel, kraut, brewski? A little, just a little. Yes, indeed. Yes. Let's go. Anthony is saying here that I have just filled up my car in the UK, and it cost me 124 pounds to fill up my vehicle at 195 a liter in pounds. So that's about 730 a gallon for a US gallon in British pounds. So add about 25% to that. So it's about $10 a gallon. Yikes. Bam, exactly. Vilbus, if HPQ gets under 36 today, I'll be tempted to buy it into it instead of trying to get my GameStop back. Let's see here. Steven, I'm thumbs up 102. We're opening in 4 minutes. I get a laughable 3% raise every year. CNBC have been bears on parade all morning. The news cycle started shifting yesterday. Let's see. I finally got exercised on my 110 for today, says Rob. If it dips under 120, I would have made a profit. Rob, now do I buy 200 SoFi at 6 or go back into GameStop? What do I do? Well, we'll find out how this market reacts here shortly. 125.87 on GameStop now, down 311. The Dow is down 450 now, down 62 on S&P, and NASDAQ down 212. Let's see here. Uncle Bruce, I forgot to tell you how sharp you looked in that restaurant video the other day. Thank you. Let's see. BPCY, $2, €2, 2 British pounds. Thank you. UK has a nasty tax, IR35 for one-man band companies. Well, this is where you gang up with a couple of co-workers and you form a cooperative. You work a deal where you have one corporation and then you have sub companies, and you talk to tax specialists and figure it out. There are solutions to this problem. You've got to find a way to get a solution put together, but it can be done. Cody, GameStop, June 10 calls are going to fall off hard today, and June 17 puts remain in place. So down into next week before we bounce this thing. Olivia, thanks. Exactly what's happening to my mom right now in her field in healthcare. She's an X-ray tech, and her wages are so stagnant, and 23-year-olds are coming in with almost what she makes. That's where she's got to walk. She's got to walk. Aurora, good morning. 107, thank you. H. Gregory, I do travel assignments, so we get paid a little more. There you go. Welcome, everybody. H. Gregory, Olivia says, she said there are private firms leeching students from being hired at the hospital, so the private places offer way higher wages but only contract them out. Well, that's where your mom walks in, and she does a contract negotiation for 50% more than she gets paid now, or she doesn't leave the firm she's with. I mean, there's ways. Beat up Uncle Bruce, SoFi CFO at Fireside Chat with Piper Sandler yesterday. They're killing it. They're pulling 100 million in deposits a week, and at 2.2 billion currently with 3 million users should be gap positive by the end of 2023. How about that? DJ, $2 for you, Bruce. Me has hit a 52-week low, and that's what I was talking about. We're opening in 1 minute, everybody. Welcome to the program this morning. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the silliness, the craziness, the wackiness. We were down 638 yesterday. We're down 472 right now. That's putting us 1,100 points lower, and we dropped 200 on Wednesday. That's 1,300 to 1,400 points lower, approximately. I agree, Bruce. I'm working on her. Olivia, there you go. It's time for your mom to get paid what she deserves, what she's worth. Exactly. How many of those new techs does she train when they get brought in there? as well. That is the abuse that other employers use. They take existing employees, make them train the new ones, and the existing guys don't get the money. It's ridiculous. H. Gregory, yep, we go through a travel staffing agency. Our wages are double than the full-time staff at the hospitals we go to. There you go. See, we'll see. Amazing. Olivia, she trains them and then they leave in 2 months. It's time for her to walk. She's got to take control of her life. She's never going to get back the money she's not been paid for the last number of years. I mean, it's time. Yeah. Larry, the bells have rung. Bruce, we're open for business. Thank you, Larry, so much. We're here. What is the situation? What are we going to be looking at here? We've got the Dow right now down 528 from what I can tell. We'll see how this holds. If it does, we've got, let's go here. Let's go 3 months to be exact, says H. Gregory. Bama, babe, we are open. Thanks, Larry. Olivia, Lafalo, thanks, Gregory. Alberto, thanks, Larry. Let us make some moolah today. GameStop, 126.30 down 268. 125.85, back and forth. Here we go. 125.85 down 313. The Dow down 487. I've got Smart Rent down 12. SoFi at 601 down a dime. Spire at 158 down 12. GameStop 125.92 at down 306. 125.04. We're jumping around a lot. AMC down 20. I've got ATIP down 22. Rocket Lab down 6 cents. Cyxtera down 22. ME down 3. Pfizer down 58. HPQ down 52. Someone was trying to buy HPQ calls back last night, and they got to be getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper today. So keep an eye open for those super stink bids. Maybe 16 cents, maybe 12. I don't know. I can't remember which one that was, but someone is on that. What else we got? Home Depot down 453. Nick, are you still short this stuff? I sure hope today's the day. I sure hope that today is your day on Home Depot. Man, Robinhood down 14 cents. Vanik down 351. IBM down 55 cents. Microsoft down 498 to 259. Apple down 232 to 140. Goldman down 714 to 297. Cisco down 44 cents. Meta, which is Facebook, down 157 to 182. Amazon down 230 to 113. Picking up $90 in the money calls on Amazon might be a good idea. Deep in the money calls, way down the road, and take a look at getting ready to write calls against those. If there's a bit of a recovery here, there might be some opportunities on Amazon. Tesla, 702 down 16 bucks. Google down $37. Bed Bath Beyond down 27 cents. BlackBerry down 12. Royal Caribbean down 130. Target down 3. JP Morgan down 250. Costco down 720. Walmart down $1. Nvidia down 539. Disney down to $100.92, down 238. American Airlines down 38 cents to 1509. Netflix 183.83, down $9. Moderna down 32 cents at 133. What a day. The Dow down 503 to start at the moment. Matterport 445 down 6. Smart Rent 529 down 7. SoFi 604 down 8. Spire unchanged. GameStop 125.26. 124.69 on GameStop, down 429. We just dropped under 125. We are seeing some selling coming in. Keep an eye on all of this. 125 on the GameStop. What is it doing? My big S iPad just is not cooperating right now. Doesn't want to play ball. We're down 542. BW 1,000 plus drop today on the Dow. Nasdaq's going to drop 5%. SP going to go down to 38.50 or lower. It's my guess. H. Gregory, yeah. Tell her look into travel X-ray. If she doesn't mind the travel, I get if she's older, she may not want to do that. Cody, can I just share that I love the market? I'm almost glad to have gotten this bear market beating early in my investing life. No chance to form bad habits. Karim, aside from writing cover calls, what does one do? This type of market downturn, sell everything, average down, do nothing. What? Karim, you're on top of option trading. That's what you do, man. You take advantage of these moves and just score some bucks. Yes, sir, says Nick. I'm still short on that Home Depot. I need to go down to 283 or less. That's what I'm looking for, buddy. 294.90, down 496. So an $11 drop from here, please. That can be done today. No problem on HD. That could happen. Will it? That's the question. 584 drop on the Dow. Olivia H. Gregory, I'll chat her up about it. Thank you. Alberto, averaging down on all mine. Cody, Karim by VIX calls. Cody, 2 days ago. H. Gregory, no problem. Nick, I had shorted Tesla yesterday around 745, covered at 715. Pure hype on Tesla. There you are. Right on, Nick. Well done, sir. Gamestop is showing 125. Let's see if my big ass iPad will help me out here. I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to turn it off and turn it back on because my big ass iPad is just not wanting to participate here. Let's see what's going on. H. Gregory, I bought one spider put to take advantage of the market, but only one because I didn't want to risk much if I was wrong. The Dow down 592. Matterport down 5.5 cents. Smart Rent down 11. SoFi unchanged at 612. Spire down 4 cents. GameStop 127.30. Let's see now if I can make this big ass iPad of mine come back on here. 127.30 on GameStop, down 168. We've got AMC down 37 cents. ATIP down 1 penny. Rocket Lab down 7 cents. Cyxtera down 40. ME down 33. Pfizer at 50.58, down 120. Any of those you folks writing calls on Pfizer, you're looking good all of a sudden here last 2 days. HPQ down 57 cents right now to 36.10. Amazing. Home Depot down 446 to 295. All righty, let's see if I can get this to go here. I've got GameStop now 128.98, 128.22, and I'm still not getting a good price on this thing. I'm trying to get my big ass iPad is still not cooperating. We're at 126.58 on GameStop, and I don't know why, but my big ass iPad's having a glitch. All right, let's see, 126.17 on GameStop, 128.32 on GameStop, says Nathers. We're jumping around. The Dow opened 600 points lower after May's consumer price index numbers came out. Quite amazing, indeed. We're down 575. Wavy Gravy just listened in to the Friday call with Wall Street Bets folks, and many of them have put on Spire as SPY at 390 and 380. Uncle Bruce, do you see the SPY falling this far? I don't know. I'm not following the SPY at this moment, so I don't know where it's actually at. Nick, itching to write on GameStop. I want it to go green. 128.71, down only 27 cents, Nick. So your wish might come true on a little recovery. I don't know. We'll see how this all plays out. Time will tell all. Let's see if we can make this go through here. Got my iPad it's just putting up some squawk. It's not giving me happy stuff. All right. Yahoo has issues all morning, says Nazareth. All morning long we've had issues. Okay, here we go. Okay, the Dow down 551, S&P down 75, and NASDAQ down 245. That would be 2.09% for the NASDAQ, 1.87 on S&P, 1.7 on the Dow. That's where we're at. Down 55 cents on oil, just a slight drip. Now Nazareth is saying to Nick, I have support at 385 for SPY. It should fall for that far, but how many days is the question? Wavy Gravy, H. Gregory. Well, hopefully that gives you some assurance. Cody, hey, Uncle Bruce, I know you say to write into strength. Well, but what about writing into weakness like this in the hopes of a quick flip? Yeah, I hear you, but you gotta be, you gotta pick your spots. You're an assassin. You're not. You can't just do a general rule. It doesn't generally work that way. You've got to be very, very picky and savvy, quick on your feet, willing to change your mind at a moment's notice. Cody, right now, buyback Monday. Don't know about that. We might be, at the end of the day, only down 100 points. We might be up 400 on Monday morning pre-market, and you haven't got a chance, and you've lost a ton of dough. Got to be careful on that. Taking the longer-term view, I think. Let's see if I can make this work over here. Let's give me that guy and see if that is accurate. There we go there. And let's see if we do this. Okay. And then we'll go over here. I'm working on my machine right now, kids. Don't mind me. We're down 570. It would appear again on the Dow. Thank you thank you for a donation to my PayPal from Alberto. Thank you, sir. Not much, but another stinky just hit. I love it when Alberto's stinky bids hit because donations come our way here. Thank you, sir. Keeping Jennifer and I able to purchase the cola over here and the coffees and the delicious croissants that they have and turnovers. We thank you. Very, very generous of you. Yeah, 533 is the down dip on the Dow right now. GameStop 128.30 down 68 cents at the moment. Obviously, GameStop is overperforming the Dow at the moment. Obviously, 128.30 last trade. For whatever reason, my big S iPad cannot get its act together on GameStop quotes. For some reason, it's in a time warp somewhere. I don't know what it's doing. I have no idea. This thing has gone weird on me. Okay. Anyway, there we are. The Dow, I'm just going to go to the Dow if I can. Maybe I can just click it up there. All right. We're down 526 over here. Right there. All right. Oh, man. Okay. Thanks, Uncle Bruce, says Cody, on that advice. SoFi is popping up a penny. Go, baby. Nazareth, Alberto is stinking up the place. Alberto, covered calls is the way, baby. This is the way you make money. You buy them back. You wait for your next opportunity. Write them again. Wait for your next opportunity. Write them again. And just keep rinsing and repeating to richness. That's what it's all about. Taking money off of this table. SoFi down up a penny. 612. It's kind of like a roulette wheel. In Vegas, you're the house and you're just constantly taking the chips off the table. Every once in a while, you got to make a payout. Then spin the ball and collect those chips. Zach, number 124 thumbs ups. Happy Friday, everybody. Splair, I have the feeling SoFi will dance a little near 575.80 later today. We're at 614, up 3. Alberto, BA has been paying over and over and over and over. Let's get that moolah. Absolutely take it. Beautiful job. 574 dip on the Dow right now. 574 dip on the Dow as we are watching this market trade along here. Yeah, we're down 74 on S&P. We're down 234 on NASDAQ. And between the Dow at 1.77, S&P down 184, and the NASDAQ down 2%. They're almost identical. They're all three doing exactly the same, backing off. We're down 86 cents on oil right now. Quick 6.6. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I wanted to update you that SoFi $5 call I sold for $334. I got hit this morning for my buyback. I got hit this morning for my buyback at $199. So you bought it back for $199. Scoring $1.35 on a 334 move. That's a nice percentage hit. Very good. Very well done. SoFi now 617, up 6 cents at the moment. It's the only green that I can see here. We're down 5.5 on Matterport, down 7 on Smart Rent. We're down 3 on Spire. GameStop is now green, up 57 cents. We're up 7.5 on ATIP, 206.5. We're down 2 on Rocket Lab, 43 cents lower on Sixtera, and ME is plus 3. It's at 222. ME touched 218 on the market, NASDAQ, but that's not a new all-time low. The all-time low was 215 or 213. Pardon me. Oh wait, it's updating. 213 is the all-time low, and we did hit it this morning on NASDAQ, but we're at 222 right now on ME. We've snapped back up 9 cents to be up 3. Okay. Stand corrected. My phone took a while to update that. All right. 567 down dip on the Dow right now. Nazareth, GameStop's green. 129. It's 128.94 at the moment. It has gone green on GameStop for the moment. We'll see how this plays itself through as the morning goes on. Okay, 534 down dip on the Dow Jones. 534 at the moment. We're up 13 cents on SoFi, 624, up $1 on GameStop to 130. ATIP up 7.5 to 206. ME up 2.5 to 221. We have a few green bars starting to show on some of our favorites. Nick, I am making a move and I'm placing a stink ask 575 for 24 contracts, June 22, 150s. Is this a good move or what do you think? So you're looking to write 150s for June 22, 12 days out. That's a pretty serious premium. You get your hands on that. This should be most interesting. See if I can get anything off of my big ass iPad. It might be reacting properly now. All right, so June 24. June 22. Okay, June 22 150s. Okay, got it. All right, let's see if I can find this. June 22 150s. Here we go. This will be a few minutes old, but let's see what I got. Here we go one more time. June 22. They have to be okay. They have to be June 24s. So are you writing 24 contracts for 24? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. 150s. Let's see. I'm showing 385 to $5. Last at 395. The 145s were trading at 515s, offered at 645, and the 152 50s are going for 325 to 560. So yeah, you know, you're putting it out there. If they want to pay you that kind of money, I take it. I would take that kind of cash for sure. I don't know if you're going to get it, but why not? You never know with this kind of thing, Nick. You never know unless you put it out there. You never know. Nick, is this the dead cat bounce you were talking about on GameStop? Maybe, but not the market. We're at 131.78. There could be a dead cat bounce on GameStop. Could be happening right now. Now it's with 130.33 games, and now that sell wave might be done for the moment, Nick, or at least beginning of the said bounce. 131.21 at GameStop, continuing the uptrend for the moment. 130.31.70 right now. That's what we've got. And yeah, Nick, look. Put the offer in there and see if you get lucky. If you get taken out, why not take that money? That is pretty good cash for sure. We get the Dow off 552 right now, and we're unchanged on SoFi. We've come right back down on SoFi. We got it to 6. What did we get it to? This is not quite right. We were up like 10, 12 cents on SoFi. And now we're back to 611 here. Now I'm showing 617. These quotes are kind of weird today. Or we got 7 million traded right now on SoFi. So 617 up 6, down 5.5 on Matterport, down 7 on Smart Rent, down 3 on Spire. Now I see GameStop at 128, or is it 130? Seeing it jump around here. 129.94 and GameStop up 97 cents. AMC up down 22. We got ATIP up 3.5. I've got ME up 3.5. Home Depot at 294.58 down 5.28. I've got IBM down 136. Vanik down 434. Microsoft down 738. Apple down 366. Goldman down 738. We got some serious hits going on. Tesla down $8. 7-Eleven. Here we go. 625 is the high of the day on SoFi, says Nazareth. And we do show that, yes, 725. I now show it 607 down 4. Interesting. I'm crossing my arms on these GameStop 150, says Alberto. Crossing my arms because Hey, you're so out of the money. Way to go, man. Out of the money. Down 524 in the Dow, and we're at up 192 on GameStop at 130.90. 130.90. The high of the day on GameStop would appear to be 131.78. Volume 514,000. That's not enough. Not enough. Okay. Okay. Lots to watch. 537 down dip on the Dow. Okay, there you go. GameStop still have a gamma to blow off. We shall see. 130.21 up 123 on GameStop. 573 drop on the Dow now. Looks like it's pushing lower. SoFi down 4, 608. We're down 7 on Spire. We're down 4 on Smart Rent, down 7 on Matterport. Okay. Tons watching here. Thank you for 133 thumbs ups, everybody. Appreciate that on an ugly day. Thank you for the thumbs ups. If you're able to spare them, we do appreciate it. Man, oh man. Okay, watching that. Let's see. Thank you guys for coming in today, hanging out. 140 thumbs ups, fantastic. Okay, it is what it is. We've got this market 129.33 on GameStop right now. 129.41. We are jumping around here a lot. 129.66 up 68 on GameStop now. Okay, SoFi down 3, Smart Rent down 6, Matterport down 10, Dow down 584. Got to be pushing the low of the day on the Dow, don't we think? Yeah, we're dealing with issues here. Yeah, we're about 50 points away from the low of the day on the Dow. We're just that close. 630 was the low. We're at 684 now. 584, pardon me. 584 on the downside on the Dow right now. Down a dime on GameStop. 128.88, dropping again. Okay. ATIP holding a 2.5 cent gain. Rocket Lab down 9. Cyxtera down 23. ME up 6 cents to 225. Pfizer down 82. Over on HPQ down 71. Home Depot down $6, 613 to 293. We're now $10 away from Nick doing the happy dance. Okay. IBM down 147. Microsoft down 886 to 255.93. Apple 138.74 down 390. These are coming into lower prices for sure. Cisco down 790. Cisco down 77. Cisco down 77 to 43.49. Amazon down 469 to 111.40. Yo, Tesla down $12. Google down $57. DJ, I want to write a covered call on Goldman. Average purchase price $334. Which strike price and date would you recommend on Goldman? Well, at 296 right now. There's the trouble. We were we were in the 320s early this week. Goldman has just really fallen off a lot. 5.76 PE multiple on Goldman Sachs right now. So, looking to write a call at this moment may not be a good idea. You may want to wait today out and allow for a Monday just to see where we come out on this. Down $8 right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see 305, 310 by Tuesday. I wouldn't. I could see a 285 market, but I could also see a 310, 315. Now you're writing 320s. So just hang tough, DJ. Right now, you want to hang tough. 295.99 down, 823 on Goldman Sachs at the moment. Dow off 596, 600. Now we're at 600 on the Dow. Just you got to let these markets do their thing and then show us their hand, what they're capable of, what they're going to do next. Sometimes it's what you got to do. Get out of the way with these markets. GameStop 129.44 up 46 cents now. 129 up 2. So we're jumping around a lot as usual on the GameStop. The low of the day, 123.14. The high of the day, 131.78. We've had an $8.60 range so far, and we're at 129 right now. $2.78 away. Okay. Breaking news out of Wall Street Journal. Biden administration to halt outbound COVID-19 tests for air travelers to the U.S. The Biden administration on Sunday will end a requirement that air travelers to the U.S. undergo COVID-19's test before departure, according to a senior administration official. That would be big news in Canada. Canadians would be very happy to hear this. If this is official, that would be great, because Canadians are so upset they have to get tested to fly into the States. But inside the States, you can fly anywhere you want and no testing required. DJ says thanks. Sometimes, DJ, we just got to kind of hold up. We're down 604, 613 on the Dow. We're down 613 on the Dow now. And GameStop 129 to 129.01. We're up like 2 cents. That's about where we're at right now. Okay. Woo-wee. Oh my. Lots of headlines going across everywhere, folks. Tons. Okay. Okay. Yep, looks like Sunday will be the end of COVID testing requirements for people entering the U.S. Yeah, looks like it. Waiting for confirmation. That's still just a headline at the moment. We don't have confirmation yet, but it's leaking out that might be the deal. We're at 605 downside on the Dow right now. GameStop is down 57 cents at 128.40. So we're down again. Okay. 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 Lots to follow here. BW says punching out early on Clippers, too much red to see. See ya, chat at you again on June 13 of 2023. Rock and roll. Alberto BA is on to me now, selling my cover call via a nutty stink. Hasn't hit. We'll see, my friend. The day isn't over. Down 617 now on the Dow. More pressure, down 81 on S&P. We're down 285 on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's down 2.4%. The Dow's down 1.8%. So a little further there. Oil off 54 cents a barrel to 120.97 right now. Okay. There's a lot of speculation out there about how bad will it get for real estate if these rates are going to go much higher than they are now. 5.3% roughly for mortgages are being talked about. Okay, we'll keep an eye on all that. Okay. I'm just looking at all kinds of headlines going through here. Just nonstop headlines. Trying to stay on top of what we're watching for. Uncle Bruce, do you recommend buying or waiting until we get just one piece of positive news or no opinion? Do you recommend buying or waiting? Okay, Austin, are you talking about SoFi, my man? I know be greedy when others are fearful, but this seems a bit different. Well, I mean, SoFi, 596 right now, down 14 cents. If you take the attitude of just picking up SoFi as it keeps coming down and just keep grabbing it and grabbing it, you're doing the right thing, in my opinion. Or in general, he's saying, okay, sometimes you have to let the markets have a drop. I mean, the Dow's down 680. I mean, it's in a drop. You got to let it show us what it wants to do. But then you start cherry picking your faves, and this is where you start stealing paper from the idiots who are giving it away at the all-time lows. I mean, you can't stop people from giving away stocks sometimes. Look at the Matterport, 432, down 19 now. I mean, 432. Smart Rent 519, SoFi 592, Spire 151, GameStop down 233, 126.60 in 10 minutes? GameStop's gone from 130 to 126.60. ATIP holding a 201 price, and Rocket Lab at 431 down 13, Cyxtera down 43, and AME at 221. There are times where stocks go too far too fast, up or down. And today there might be some stocks going way too quickly lower than they should be. You have to be prepared to step in there and score some deals. Look at Microsoft down 950 to 255 on Microsoft. Really? It is trading at 26 times earnings. I guess that's high in today's world. But the next quarter, the quarter that's coming up, I don't see them showing, bloodbath numbers. They've indicated slightly lower, but not bloodbath numbers. I don't know. DH, Uncle Bruce, on credit spreads, out of the money, is it worth letting them expire worthless or buy them back? If they're out of the money and they go worthless, let them go, unless you're buying them for a penny or something like that, and you're trying to do another trade. Bilbus, I've got some stinkers in for HPQ and SoFi, counting on some more slippage here. Right on. Bilbus. Thinking about Cisco too. There you go. Okay. Back to here. Yeah, Cisco 43.40 down 85. Apple down 459. IBM down 180. Home Depot down 767. Nick, you're down to 290, 219. This is a lot better looking than the last couple of days in the three somethings. Definitely. HPQ 35.80 down to 86. Pfizer down 69 to 51.09. The Dow now down 728. So, we're dropping 100 points every couple minutes here. You got to let these markets, let them crap out. Let people get all panicky and just, jump for the exits and then look for deals. Yeah. Austin Vilbus, what's your sticker price on SoFi? Austin, I know you mentioned that yesterday. Right now, SoFi 590 down 21. Spire 149.5. Smart Rent 518. Matterport 429.5. GameStop now 125.44 down 350. 125.50. We're coming into more selling here. We're down 743 on the Dow. 101 point drop on S&P. 350 drop on NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's down 3%. S&P down 2.5%. The Dow down 2.3%. Okay. The stock market used to have a friend in the Fed. Now it has a problem, says Barron's. That's right. The Fed is now a seller. They're not buyers. They're sellers. and that is quantitative tightening. Something to watch for. Bill was 575 is the first price for me. You're getting close, says Austin. Right now, 591 on SoFi, down 20 cents a share. 125.99 to 126 on GameStop as pressure builds on it as it comes lower. Right now, it's 731 drop on the Dow at the moment. There you are. Oil is only off 7 cents. It's like the oil market is sort of saying to us, yeah, you've got concerns about inflation. You have concerns about economic slowdowns. You have concerns about high interest rates. On and on it goes. But the oil guys are going, but you're still going to use just as much oil as before. And I don't buy it. I don't think so. I think Americans, Canadians, and Europeans are already cutting back, but it's just not being recognized by the speculators in the market that oil consumption is actually declining, and that we may have a full month or two of declines of usage of oil, which will surprise the market between now and 2 months from now. It'll wake them up with a Will Smith dope slap to go, oh my God, we're drowning in this stuff. It's everywhere, no matter what Russia's doing. That could make it interesting. Lame Duck, I'm thumbs up. 149 LL RSI on SoFi is screaming oversold. It's 596. DQ Uncle Bruce Cisco 45 is expiring today. Buy back for a penny or let them expire. I'd buy them back because you might be able to write a new contract today for next Friday or the Friday after that. Otherwise, you're locking yourself up until Monday. I don't know if you want to be doing that. 43.46. So get them for a penny, and then take a look at, if there's any kind of a recovery later today, you might be writing today for next Friday or the Friday after. John Anderson, Uncle Bruce, sold to open a 160 GameStop at June 24 for 460. I know it's not much, but I bought GameStop for $98. Bought $90 gains would be a $64 a share. Hell, arms folded. Come and get it. Thanks, Uncle B. Right on. Well, GameStop at 127.27. You're writing 160s. I love it. You're getting that kind of premium. I think it's great. I think it's absolutely fabulous. Take that money. It's free cash. Absolutely vilbus. My HPQ 35 cents just hit. Only picked up 100, but it's my first 100 HPQ purchase. There you go. 35.76. Stealing stock from innocent victims. 35.82 right now. Beautiful job. Nick, I returned leftover noise barrier after completing vinyl flooring. That should do it for HD. After completing vinyl floor, that should do it. Okay. Joe, good morning. I wrote 30 covered calls on SoFi for 50 cents yesterday. Brought in $1,500, and I bought them back for 8 cents. I was able to net $1,260. Thank you for showing me the way, Uncle Bruce. Way to go, you guys. I just love it when I see stuff like this. Making dough on these deals. This is what it's about. Thank you, all of you, for these updates, and well done. 739 is the down dip on the Dow at the moment. Matterport off to 422, down 28 cents. Nazareth SPY is 391, down 10 points today. It's going to go lower. I forget who was asking about this. Coyote, trading is the best job I've ever had. I actually get a bit sad when the markets close and on weekends. DQ, well done, Joe Olivia. SoFi, 595, down 16. Spire, 149.5, down 8.5. And then GameStop, 126.70, down 228 right now. AMC is lower, down 41 now, 1237. ATIP is up 3, 202. Rocket Lab down 14 to 436. Xterra down 43 cents to 1350. Now it's down 52 to 1341. ME is up a penny, 220 a share. HPQ 35.72. And Pfizer down 88 to 50.90. Right on, guys. Way to score some deals here and making money. This is it. This is why you're here. Aurora, I get sad too. On Friday at closing time, JL diesel 669 here in North California. 669 a gallon. Nick, would love to have 7 days a week, 24/7 trading. No one would sleep. Oh my gosh. 758 point drop on the Dow. Austin, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that donation on PayPal, man. That's great. Thank you. You and Alberto today coming through a Friday donation. Thank you guys for that. Keeping us on the road. I love it. Awesome. SoFi CFO says they're still adding $100 million in bank deposits weekly. He said the biggest catalyst is the 1.25% annual interest. I wonder when the rates will go up, if the 1.25 will go up as well, and that could happen. They'll certainly be leading the charge. If any other banks start to offer, 0.75% or one, these guys might go 1.5, 1.75. They'll attract 150 million weekly, 200 million weekly. You bet. Yeah, they're going to grow. Options Nomads just sent a little donation for the date fund. Got it. And thank you so much for that. That was you guys. Thank you for that donation. I appreciate it. I'll let Jen know. And keeps us into bratwursts and sauerkraut at Schnitzel. We love it. We're at a 769 on the Dow. We're down 107 on the S&P. We're down 372 on NASDAQ right now. The national average gas price in America has hit $5 a gallon. Gas Buddy says they're going higher. They're going to go higher. Only if you don't use as much. It's as simple as that. Just cut back. What can I say? Blair, it's not enjoyable to trade cryptos 24/7. The first weeks you like it, but after a while you feel like crap. Oh man, I don't know. Yeah, funds that use options can offer protection against the slide in stocks. That's a headline. Funds that use options. Boy, I know people that use options to bring in income and protect against their accounts. I have some pretty good viewers that I know of that do that. A whole bunch of them. Bill, I see a bit of the bull run after this. We're close to the bottom of the index's range. The prices are too good to ignore. Nazareth Coyote, first job that I do enjoy showing up for and look forward to. Wing Commander, I could write BBBY covered cash secured put strike $6, 186 bid, 222 offer, 192 last trade. Debating if I want to get into BBBY at 6. That's amazing. If you can bring in, you can bring in like $2. You're only paying $4 for the stock. Isn't that amazing? But you got to wonder though, is it going down, 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 down? What's going to happen with this thing? Nick says crypto equals crap. Coyote, Nazareth, same here, first and only. There you go. Down 787 on the Dow. Jones, Matterport 420, Smart Rent 511. It's down a quarter. SoFi 591 again, down 20. Spire 150, down 8. GameStop 125.79, down 319. 126.46 now, down 252. We are jumping around almost in dollars. Coyote, I did not think I'd be buying SoFi here again, but sure, why not? I'll buy some more down here. Wing Commander, EXP for the cash secured put of BBY is Jan 2023. DH Ruda, Nick, I agree. Crypto crap. There you go. 126.99 on GameStop, down 199. Well, we'll see what's going on here. 777 is the drop on the Dow right now. 777 points. Man, oh man, oil down 31 cents a barrel. That's all. Only down 31 cents a barrel. Okay, kids, what can I say? Unbelievable. Thank you again, everybody, for your kind words, your support. I do appreciate it. Those of you who've become members, subscribers, you name it. You guys are great. Appreciate it. Okay. There we go. We have 158 thumbs ups. Thank you for 158 thumbs ups with a 763 down day. So to have 753 point down day and get thumbs ups, I know for some of you it's hard to throw a thumbs ups on a down day, but I appreciate it. And the channel appreciates it, and YouTube appreciates it. And I say cheers to all of you thumbs up givers today. How about that? Appreciate it very much. 161 now have come in. Enjoying some Coca-Cola, zero sugar here in Germany, in Munich. There you go. Jen and I, our last full day in Munich. All righty. Thank you all so much. Appreciate it. Oh man, what a day. All 30 Dow stocks are in the red today. And the University of Michigan's U.S. consumer sentiment reading hits all-time record low. That means it can only go up. That means good days are ahead. Who knows? We're down 759 on the Dow, and GameStop is 127.11 off 187. Okay. Coyote, my GameStop covered calls are both profitable. I can't decide whether or not to buy back and lock it in. Feels like GameStop is struggling to go more towards 120. Yeah, right there, 127.11. And then my new manager told us yesterday, if you need anything, message me anytime. I messaged him this morning, and he saw my message, and then he switched to do not disturb mode. All righty then, laughing out loud. There you go. Mirko, hey, Uncle Bruce, just sold 2 cash secured puts, HPQ, $35 strike for 111 until the 1st of July. So getting paid 111 to buy HPQ at 35 until July 1 if necessary, and it's 35.72. So you'd be paying $33.89 for the stock, and it's at 35.72 right now. There you go. Okay, good move. Austin Coyote, just keep calling him until he answers. There you go. Splitter, on the other hand, it's very easy to fall there into scams, to fall into scams. Yeah, be careful about crypto. What do we got here? The Dow off 770, still hanging around down here. 104, almost 105 now on S&P, down 354 on NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's off 3.02%. We got S&P down 2.6 and the Dow down 2.4%. Oil is down 5 cents a barrel. That's it. That's all it's doing. Quite amazing. Coyote, it's Austin. If he wants to ignore me, I won't complain. I'll just go and trade. Nick, Coyote, you might as well switch to do not disturb mode during market hours. Nazareth, I have the support line for GameStop at 127.88. Man, it keeps on going above and below this level today. Nazareth, 167 thumbs up. Thank you, buddy, for that. We are now at 170 thumbs ups. You guys, thank you so much for helping out, getting us up there. 798, the drop on the Dow now. 798.58, going for 800 on the Dow today. SoFi 596 down 15. And the GameStop 126.67 down 231 on the day. Very, very calm. Volume on GameStop now is showing 797,000. What's 514,000 now? 797. Not a very active day on GameStop, is it? Not at all. Austin, well, at least the ME is green. I don't know what the deuce is going on over there. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's up 4.8 cents to 223. The low of the day was the low of all time, 213. The volume 600, and I saw 628,000. We'll wait for an update, see if that pops up any higher. Yep, Coyote saying to Nick, Monday to Friday, a reoccurring appointment from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. every day in my Outlook calendar. 628,000 traded on ME. We're at 225, up 6 cents right now. The ME is trying to hit a new high of the day, within a penny of its high of the day. Okay. Down 787 on the Dow right here. GameStop 127.02, down 196 right now. Vilbus, I just bought 100 Cisco at 43.42. Nick, Coyote, I'm laughing here. Matterport 424, SmartRent 511, SoFi 598, down 12, coming back. The Aspire 149.5, GameStop 127.36, right there. We're up 1.5 on ATIP. We're up 5.5 on ME, but we're still down in Rocket Lab, and we're still on 53 on Cyxtera. Hewlett Packard 35.61. Cisco right now 43.42, down 84 cents. $12 drop on Goldman, 292 on Goldman. Apple 137.88, down 476. Microsoft down $10. No, so Microsoft, anything on Microsoft from like 200 to 220, those contracts might be a good buy. 200 to 220, deep in the money to next year. Writing covered calls against those might be all right. Apple at 137, 138 now. You're probably looking at 100s, 110s as a good buy there. Cisco, Goldman Sachs at 291.92. You got to be buying 250s, 260s at the highest. 240s would be even better, but yeah, that's what you got to do. VanEck Vector's down $7. They're trading at 225, so I would be going into 190 deep in the money covered calls on VanEck to write calls against those later on. Unbelievable. Home Depot 289, Nick. 289, Nick. 289. 52 here, down 1034. Here, they're coming to you, buddy. They're coming at you. John, Intel nearly near year low. Nick, wouldn't it be great if GameStop goes to 300, stays there for 5 minutes till everyone writes covered calls, then drops to 130? I know I'm dreaming. We don't need those kinds of moves to make the kind of money we're making. But hey, Obama Babe, did Uncle Bruce talk about the Matterport CFO selling some of his shares of the stock? Didn't mention it today. I did see someone mention it earlier. Home Depot 289.69, down 10.17. Nick, you're getting your comeuppance here. Can it continue? It sure could. It's coming your way fast. Amazing. Yeah, 35.62 on HPQ, down $1.04. The Dow down 806. We're through 800 Dow points today. We got a Matterport at 423, down 27.5. SmartRent 508, down 28. SoFi 596, down 15. Spire 149.5, down 8.5. GameStop 126.90, down 208. We got AMC down 47 cents. ATIP up 1.5. Rocket Lab down 15. Cyxtera down 53. ME up 6.5. Now Matterport was being asked about. Matterport wasn't that the one that was sold by the guy, and he there's Bama. Yeah, that's Bama. Matterport. Now, I don't know, Bama Babe, I don't know if the Matterport CFO ended up exercising an option. It's possible that what the Matterport CFO did was he wanted to buy stock that was being optioned to him. So he sold stock, paid tax on it, and then took the rest and bought stock from the Treasury and actually put money in the Treasury. I don't know. I mean, I'm just sitting here guessing. Nick, I am making money on my covered calls on Amazon, but hurting on the long side of Amazon. That's true, but you're going to keep writing, so that's not going to stop, Nick. You're a long-termer there. GameStop down 8.15 a share. Let me start this again. Dow Jones down 815 points. The Dow Jones down 817.88. 112 on S&P, 385 on NASDAQ. What a dump. Oil down 32 cents right now. GameStop 126.46. We're down a little bit here. Well, now we're 126.99. Down about 2.30 a share on GameStop. Not much going on. Holding a 7-cent gain on ME 226 and a 2.5-cent gain on ATIP right now. That's where we're at. 35.54 on HPQ. Home Depot 289.97. IBM down 220. We've got Microsoft down $10. Apple down $5 to 137. Unreal, just unreal volatility in this market right now. That's what we are watching here. Costco down $14, Walmart down 68 cents, Nvidia down $9.30, Disney down to $100. American Airlines down 39 to 15.08. Netflix down $9 to 183. Moderna $5 lower at 128.90. DoorDash 63.87. Airbnb 110.88. Intel 39.48. We're approaching, and it just touched today the all-time low for the last 52 weeks. Unbelievable. Trading at 6.55 times earnings on Intel. Wow. Yeah, we're talking way down there. 786 point loss on the Dow. And GameStop 128.60. 128.60 down 38 cents. GameStop not coughing up big numbers today so far on option expiry Friday. Excuse me. Shez, Nick, I wrote some put spreads on Amazon, wiped out all my gains for the last 2 weeks. Nick, I have a feeling they will run it up HD back to 300. I just get that vibe that they're going to run it. HD is 290, 43 down 943. We shall see. We shall see, sir. Time will tell. Okay. 771 is the Dow drop right now. Wow, what a run. 106 on S&P, 360 on NASDAQ. What's it like outside in Munich, you wonder? Let me take a look over here. It's a little bright, but see if we can get the world to open this up a little bit. There we go. And I will try to get out of the way, and maybe that will help you see a little better. I go way over here. I don't know if that'll work or not. Got to do all these, unplug all these plugs here, and then you can perhaps see a little better out the window. That is Munich today. There we are. There you go. That's Munich today. Those are cranes there. Those cranes, that crane and that crane, they haven't moved. They all week. Jen and I have been here all week. Those cranes have been sitting there the entire time. They haven't moved at all. Michael, bought back my Apple calls with only a 91% measly profit. You know, you just can't make a good buck anymore, Michael. GameStop down 800 on for the day. GME got to run. Oh my God. Gowdy, is that the Cathedral? And Nick, maybe only a bounce back to 294 and then lower again. That is the Cathedral. There it is. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just try to get this. There it is. I'm competing with the curtain, and I'm competing with a wall. And there you are. That's the Cathedral. There's another one way over there, I think. I can't really get it. I'm up against the window, and I can't really see it. Not a great view from this hotel. We're on the 8th floor, and we're looking at a the other wing of the hotel over here. There's an atrium below us. It's pretty and all, but you got to get out to really see the city, and that's the trick of it. And there aren't many 25-story, 30-story hotels around here, so you get a great view of the city. It's spread out, but it's unique. There's some really unique buildings around here that look pretty cool. All right. Let's see here. Coyote says, I had a friend from Scotland in college who lived in this small town, and they went to this stone church that was built around 1300. Blew our mind, but it was so mundane to him. Yeah. Splair, in Germany, you have the feeling that a construction site is only there to change the view outside the window. There is not enough cash flying into it. The workers are probably drinking somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, it's possible that's on hold at the moment. That could be paperwork holding it up. You never know. We're back down 809 again on the Dow Jones. We're under 800 again, with a 113-point loss on S&P and a 386 loss on NASDAQ right now. We got Matterport at 426 down 25, SmartRent at 510 down 26 cents, SoFi at 598 trying to come back to $6 down 13 cents, Spire at 154 just down 4. It's bounced back a bit. GameStop 127.42 down $1.56. AMC down 40 cents. ATIP up 5.5 to 204.5 cents. Rocket Lab down 15 cents, Cyxtera down 49 cents, and ME 225.5 down 6.5 cents. ME up 5.5 cents at 224.5. That's what's going on here, guys. Watching a lot of volatility today on option expiry Friday. Okay, there you go. Well done, DQ says to Michael. Scoring on those I think those are Apple 145s. Well done, sir. Well done. Okay. Well, I'm going to pack this in for now. I'll be back on at 3 o'clock Eastern time for the final hour. Join me then, and let's see how this market works its way through the next few hours. We'll see what we get out of all of this. Thank you for joining me today and being here with me so far. We'll keep an eye on everything down to we're at 127.93 on GameStop. We'll see if there's a dropping off over there. Have a good and lucky day, you all, says Splair. Right on, sir. Thank you, everybody, for being with us this morning. Thank you for these donations this morning from Alberto and from Austin. Thank you. Appreciate those. We will keep an eye on these markets at 3 o'clock later today. We're down 755 on the Dow, a little better now. A little better. We'll see if we get any kind of recoveries as the day goes on. And we'll be here later today to close it out. Thank you. Mostly luck, TY, says Michael. John, thanks, everybody. Options Nomads, thanks for another good show, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, guys. Have a great afternoon, early morning, late morning. We will see you at 3 o'clock Eastern time today to shut down Option Friday. DQ, Michael, better lucky than good. That's right. Exactly. Okay. See you a little later.